Salford have won the Lancashire Cup 6 times since the war. Way back in 1972-73, they defeated Swinton at Wilderspool. A couple of seasons ago, they were in the final again, this time coming up against mighty Wigan. A close-fought game before a brave effort by the Red Devils, Wigan overcoming them in the end, but only just by 22 points to 17. Salford's scorers that day, Tex Evans, Steve Herbert and Keith Bentley.
Salford working this way, Cairns with a long ball out there to Mick Worrell. Worrell, a long ball out to Evans. Can Evans get over? He's going to try and take him, yes! His strength got him over. Wow, that's a tremendous try. Salford have it, and it's Ian Bleed gets it away to Shaw. Shaw on there to Peter Brown, running very quickly indeed. Flicks it on there, and it's Salford going for the line. A beautiful try. What a beautiful try that was. Tony Arrow right on him. It's Peter Brown steps inside, flicks the ball up there, onto Steve Herbert, and Herbert scores again for Salford. Well, the game may be in its dying minutes, but Salford certainly have given everybody value for money.
Widnes, meanwhile, have also won the trophy 6 times since the war, and they had a remarkable spell between 1974 and 1980. A real purple patch for the Chemics this was. They took the trophy on 5 occasions. We start this season's road to the final with a prelim match. Salford travelling the short distance to Scotland to take on newly promoted Rochdale Hornets.
Mark Lee. High up and under.
Good catch by Whitfield. A chance here, please. Could be the first try for Salford. And it is.
Front row prop forward, but they're progressing very quickly there.
Salford certainly are now. And a try for Salford.
So it's good for Salford here. Could be trouble here for Hornets.
Could be the opening try of the half. And it is. Peter Williams.
Ian Blees, Lee.
Chance here for Evans, a tremendous run. And he scored. 2 light for Salford supporters.
Gibson.
This is superb run by Gibson, all on his own. Could be one of the tries of the season if he goes over. And he has done. What a superb effort there by Gibson.
There's Kerry. Certainly had a fine game. A good pass to Hadley.
Hadley going for the corner. He's going to get there.
Salford showing their pace and strength, eventually overwhelming Rochdale Hornets with a final score of Salford 41, Rochdale Hornets 12. We now move on to the first round of the competition, which saw Warrington dispose of Chorley Borough by 36 points to 8. Wigan ran up 70 points against relegated Barrow, whilst Fulham won by 50 points to 0 against Runcorn Highfield. St Helens, despite conceding 24 points in their game with Trafford Borough, eventually overcame second division opposition, winning by 56 points to 24. Newly promoted Lee, under new coach Alex Murphy, beat Swinton 26 points to 6, whilst Cameron Bell's Carlisle saw off Workington in a Cumbrian battle by 38 points to 18. Whitehaven drew the might of Doug Lawton's Widnes. We join commentator Gary McGrath at the recreation ground.
He's got the full-back to beat, he's got Hume with him, and that's the opening side of the match. David Hume goes in under the sticks, and again the influence of Tony Myler.
And it's a perfect day for playing football. Whitehaven just dropped the ball, picked up by Kurt Sorensen, out to Jonathan Davies, comes inside, Davies scores, just 20 yards, right to the post.
And Glimmer gets the ball out to Coloto, and Coloto dummies. Superb dummy from Coloto, and he puts the ball on the ground, rugby union style. Well, we don't see much of that in rugby league, and maybe we should do. Mackenzie dummies, goes blind, and there's Currier on the outside. No problem whatsoever.
I know people upset against professional fouls, but I've got to agree with that one. I mean, if I was the lad, the Alan Tate just walked round number 9 the UK to score another Widnes try. But got a bit of a bang on the head, but it's Holiday. The ball's come out to Miley, out to Tate, along to Davis. Lovely ball to Davis. Offia coming on the outside. They're not going to stop him. Martin Offia in the corner. Come from the left-hand side of the field to make the overlap. Tremendous piece of wing play. Some lovely balls, especially just brought down short. Good tackling, but it's Widnes now with the ball. Offia again, an acting half-back. Nowhere to move. Taken well by the Whitehaven defence. So it's Mackenzie, turns it inside to Tony Miles, just stretches over. Sorensen coming through, having a big game. Kurt Sorensen throws the ball. It's a beautiful ball to Jiffy. Jonathan Davis sidesteps the full-back. He's going under the post. What a tremendous try. And it's made again by that man Sorensen, who's having a real big game at the moment. I think Richie Hurst has got to come do the same, and he has done. Lovely ball to Tony Myler. Tony Myler, he's got Alan Tate outside. Must be a try. And it is. Alan Tate goes round Ray. Tremendous try from Alan Tate.
And Holiday dummies it, and Holiday's going himself, and has Holiday got the pace? Well, that was a tip from Holiday. Good thinking, and the fire's got there. Well, how Martin the Fire got to that one, I just don't know. And Spruce goes through the gap himself, and now Spruce has got a bit of pace, but he's not going to use it because he gives it to Martin the Fire, and Martin the Fire is going to go in for this hat-trick. He goes down Stephen Fryer and under the post, and the Fire will love that one. First hat-trick of the season, and as they'd say, is a good experience. In the meantime, it's Myler, and Jonathan Davis is going to get his second hat-trick in 2 games. Davis just goes for the sticks. Richardson can't catch him. That's another superb score.
The final score in this game was Whitehaven 6 points, Widnes 70, with that man Jonathan Davis scoring 34 of the Widnes points.
Comes to the full-back. A little bit of a shimmy, and off he went, straight under the post to make it 4 tries. Tremendous try, that, Gary.
Our other featured team, Salford, met Tony Barrow's newly promoted Oldham for what promised to be, and certainly was, a tough encounter.
For Salford, the referee for today's game is Mr. Carter of Widnes. And that's the ball off, the start of this first round Lancashire Cup tie. And that's Newton straight away into the action, charging through. Salford players quickly up in defence here. There'll be a period here of grinding, hard forward work. And that kick from Kerry puts Salford on the halfway line. Restart now, and there's Ian Sherratt driving it in. Big strong forward this. Now Chris Whiteley, the other prop. Forced back by fierce tackling from Oldham. And that's a beautiful break. Hadley over the line for the first try with a beautiful move. Out to Salford, Steve Gibson up there in the line. Ooh, he took that well. Burkett. Oh, and Steve Gibson's over the line there from David Fell. Beautiful work from Fell again. Oh, and they've lost the ball again, Oldham. Brett Clark. Ian Sherratt now driving on. A good run by Sherratt, and he's broken through the defence. And Martin Burkett's going to score from that movement. Beautiful try. Beautiful try by Martin Burkett, but Ian Sherratt must take the credit. Salford player down here. Injured in that movement. Ian Sherratt there, Steve, did the work.
Yeah, I'll say, when he looked as though he made the first break, and then when he looked as though he was tackled, he didn't give up, he kept on his feet, he looked around. Burkett was coming up and made more than 25 yards to get to the line. Also involved in the move. Was anybody else involved? It was mainly those two, but it really was a tremendous try. Again, great determination from the Salford team, great teamwork, good handling. Excellent rugby. Well played, Salford.
Mark Lee kicks. Goes to Kerry. Wipes them out. Another 6 tackles. Chris Whiteley going through. Tackled. There. Oh, yes! David Fell, beautiful! Oh, and beautiful try there from Burgess. What a beautiful break. David Fell really has been the man of this half, certainly. He's been involved in every try, I think. That was a beautiful break from David Fell. And well taken by Andy Burgess, who had to juggle with that ball.
It's that man, Fell again. He must be emerging as Salford's man of the match. He was involved in the previous try, and he made that break out of nowhere. Perhaps this is Fell's position standoff. He weighed up the odds, he saw the gap, he went for it, he had the speed, and again, he had the guile to look round for who was coming, and it was loose forward. Listen to that applause. That's sweet music. Change on the Oldham side. Fieldhouse has come back on, and Dwayne, who looked to have received a knock, has gone off. There's Fieldhouse with his first run. Oh, give him the call away, and Salford have got the ball now. So let's see what they can do. It's Kerry, goes forward, and Please, with an eye for the gap, went forward. It's going over to the left. It's going through the hands, but is there a gap on? Has Sean Brown seen it? No. Salford in possession. It's Lee going left. Hang on to the ball. Oh, he's got it away. And he's still going. Oh, but he's dropped the ball. But we have, is it play on? It's play on. It's play on, and he's going for the line. Oh, and he's made it. Well done. A super try. Great persistence from the whole team.
Well, that looked all over a try, and then it looked a lost try, and then from nothing, Andy Burgess picked up a dead ball in a broken field, and with great determination went for the line through 3 or 4 Oldham tacklers.
In a game that was a credit to coaches Kevin Tamati and Terry Cassidy, Salford deserved this hard-fought victory, beating Oldham by 27 points to 24.
Yes, a great victory. The Salford fans will be delighted with that. There were times when Salford looked very shaky in the second half, but after all, they've scored 5 tries to 3, I believe. That's the final tally, and any team that scores the tries deserves to win.
And now to the second round. Carlisle, Cumbria's only representative, entertaining First Division Warrington. Warrington's pace and experience was too much for a spirited Carlisle, Warrington running out winners in the end by 28 points to 7. Down at Hilton Park, Alex Murphy's Lee side destroyed Fulham's hopes of a semi-final place by scoring 40 points to Fulham's 8. A Widnes-Wigan encounter always promises something special, and Doug Lawton's side's convincing win in Swansea must have given them extra confidence.
Now Widnes wants to move it out quickly. Myler looks for the dummy. And the Widnes have got an overlap. And tackles. It's Jonathan Davis. Jonathan Davis goes for the line. Superb score from Widnes. The Welshman back on home terrace move for the first time playing Rugby League. Has scored the first try of the 1990-91 season. Widnes have got a massive overlap on this side of the field. A long ball out. A great ball from Myler. Out to Devlin. And it's another Welshman in at the corner. John Devlin this time on the opposite wing. And the Widnes fans, the Widnes players are going mad. And Wales will be celebrating Rugby League. Welsh style is coming to Swansea. Coloto runs in, Coloto knocks off one, and Coloto's going. He's got a fire with him. Coloto's got a fire, and there goes Martin Afire in at the corner. Just as I was saying that Afire looked to be hungry for the score to start the season. A superb burst there. Excellent play from Widnes to increase the lead. Well, really, if this carries on, Widnes look like running away with this game. And now Edwards tries something else. It's an up and under, and that's a dangerous one. Alan Tate come in, but well taken by Davis, and now Davis has got the gap. And can he go away from Edwards? Go on, Jonathan Davis. He's done it. It's the full length of the field. A superb score from Jonathan Davis, and the little man is ecstatic. Jonathan Davis has won this crowd to his heart. And he goes through another gap, and he threw the ball up hoping there was somebody with him. It bounces to Tate. A long ball out to Davis. And Davis has gone on his man. A superb sidestep, and it's a hat-trick for Jonathan Davis. What a superb game the little man's having. This is a further story for Jonathan Davis. And if this doesn't give a boost to Rugby League in the south of Wales, then nothing will. Because Jonathan Davis has took this game by the scruff of the neck. And he said to the Welsh people, this is what Rugby League's all about. If I can do it, you can do it.
It's that man Davis again, scoring 16 of the Widnes points, with Vas Tongan and Mosa Coloto helping Widnes brush aside Wigan's challenge.
Just announced, I think that Jonathan Davis was man of the match, much to everybody's delight.
But this game is now history, and Widnes face a more experienced Wigan side at Norton Park. We join commentator Gary McGrath in this mighty encounter.
Widnes have got a move on the outside. It's a good ball out. That's a great ball to Martin Afire. What a superb ball from Alan Tate to Martin Afire. And Wigan's sliding defence was well and truly exposed there. But great running again from Richard Ayres. And it's the last tackle for Widnes. Mackenzie dummies again. Courier gets it back out to Myler. And what's Myler going to do? Well, it's a long overhead pass. And John Devlin this time's got the overlap. Another superb score on the wing for Widnes. Well, that was unbelievable. That try there came from nothing. Les Holiday picked up a loose ball and took it in. And on the sixth tackle, Mackenzie dummied a few times. They managed to get the ball back to Tony Myler, but Tony Myler was surrounded. It was like Custer's last stand, and he just did a football-type throw-in. Threw it wide out to John Devlin on the wing. And I think the Wigan coach now, John Mooney, will have to be thinking whether this sliding defence is going to work for him or not. Lining up on both sides of the play. Myler dummies, he nearly got through himself. He's just brought down by Andy Goodway on the line. Mackenzie behind the play of the ball. Holiday to Sorensen, he slips it up, and it's Davis in at the corner. Has he give it? He has give it. What a superb score. Well, that came from nothing, and the tables have been turned. A brilliant ball. Phil Mackenzie took it from the play of the ball. He got the ball out. He went to Kurt Sorensen. Sorensen went for the line himself, and he just flicked it up. A superb flick up from the Tongan. He's got a hatful of those little flicks, and he pulled it out of the bag, and there was that man again, Jonathan Davis. What a superb start to the season he's had. Well, I personally hope that Davis kicks this one, because I don't think I could live through all this again on Wednesday night at Sensible Park. It's been Widnes, then it's been Wigan, then it was Wigan again, and then it's Widnes. At the last ditch, can Jonathan Davis do it. He's done it before for Widnes. He steadies himself. He looks at the ball. He takes his short run up. He comes round it. It's long enough. It's high enough. And it's over. What a brilliant kick from Jonathan Davis. A superb kick. The little Welshman is now going to be a hero in this town.
The game lived up to expectations, and Wigan fans must be sick of hearing the name Jonathan Davis, with 3 superb touchline efforts in 6 successful goal kicks, plus a try for good measure. The final score, Widnes 24, Wigan 22. Meanwhile, here at the Willows, Salford entertained the might of St Helens, whose last final appearance in 1982-83 resulted in defeat against Warrington by 16 points to 0.
Well, Groves being smothered there by his opposite number, Mark Lee. Oh! Oh, yes! And Jack Sevens goes over from that St Helens mistake. Yes, but beautiful slip play by Salford. They picked up that drop ball, whipped it across the line like a flash, and Jack Sevens was in.
Oh, we couldn't have had a better finish to the first half. 39 minutes and 15 seconds gone. The loose ball was treated absolutely right with quick thinking right across the line, and when Evans got the ball, he had to cut inside his man, and he had time to wave to the crowd before going over just by the post. Oh, there couldn't be a better time to put Salford into the game. 4 points to 2 in front with a kick to come.
Blease was injured when he went through there. I think he got an elbow in the face and that's trying to tackle that player. Go on, Salford, onto that ball. They knock on. Oh, and Martin Burkett's picked the ball up from that mistake, and Salford have gone over the line. Absolutely amazing try that. St Helens, I was just about to say that he'd knocked it on. In fact, he didn't get a chance because it was taken from him.
Well, that's almost a replica of the try that St Helens scored. And in fact, it was the same 2 players involved by coincidence. Then it was Burkitt who gave the ball, unfortunate to Quirk. This occasion, Quirk knocked it on for St Helens almost, but Burkett was in there so quickly and raced over to score, and that puts Salford in front again. Salford 11, St Helens 7.
Now, a bit of quick hands here might do some good for Salford. For a beautiful try. That's a beautiful try from Salford. As I said, the quick hands along the line. Blease made the half break, turned, and there was Gibson backing up to break through a despairing St Helens tackle, and that puts Salford up 15 points to 7 with a goal kick to come. That's the Conroy who's come on back on the field, having been substituted once. He's come on for Sherratt, who's been given a well-earned rest. He's played magnificently up front today. Oh, and there's Hadley. Yes, Hadley scores a brilliant, what a brilliant try. And that sealed this match. That's Salford into the semi-final of the Lancashire Cup. And they'll play a First Division team, but who cares? They've already beaten 3.
Well, not necessarily. They might have to be able to get the draw against Lee, Jim, so it might not be. But it doesn't matter on today's form. They can beat anybody. What we were saying about Hadley involved in the game again, listen to the applause for him. But it wasn't just the fact, listen to that applause. Mark Lee, man of the match. No, the nice thing about that move was that Salford are missing men out when they're passing along the line, and it's missing the men out that's creating the opening. It's Kerry playing that sort of role in the middle of the field that's giving the wide men the room to make the break, and that pass missed out. Williams went straight to Hadley on the wing, and when the cover closed in, he had the sense to kick over, race ahead and touch down first. That was brilliant. 2 minutes to go, and Salford must be in the semi-final of the Lancashire Cup. What a season we're going to be in for here at the Willows this year.
Going through some passing movements here, St Helens, but some people seem to think this game's all over. They're wandering around near the edge of the pitch. It is now.
Oh, you don't have to say anything, do you? That must go down as one of Salford's best performances for a long, long time. The mighty Saints came today with all their firepower up front and their speed in the backs, but Salford were a match to them at every turn. They out-tackled them in the first half, and in the second half they dominated them. So St Helens didn't know what to do. They were passing the ball, but they ran out of ideas. The ball was going to ground, and in the end, it's Salford. They were the team of the first round, and they must be the team of the second round as well. That was a great display, and we look forward to the semi-final of the Lancashire Cup with great optimism. Well played, Salford.
This was one of Salford's best displays and thoroughly deserved the adulation of the crowd. The draw for the semi-final gave the Red Devils another home game against Alex Murphy's Lee.
Sherritt with the break, and it's a fine try for David Fell. Salford get the first try of the game under the lead post. Great break that one, Jim.
Well, from an incident at the club end of the ground when Lee looked to be scoring, unfortunately the pass was astray right to the other end, and I must say Sherritt is a very strong player, but he was allowed to run through a tackle, a rather weak tackle, to make that try. But full marks to Salford and for David Fell for backing up so well.
Lee behind the play the ball. Brings in skipper Blease. Blease shows the ball, but hangs on to it. Lee now on to Tunks. Good tackle though from Westhead this time, not giving Salford any room to work with. Here comes Sherritt now. And Sherritt just shrugs them off, and it's David Fell with his second try of the evening. The same combination that got the opening try. Full credit to Salford once again, Jim. Sherritt with the break, Fell with the try.
It was the same forward and the same player backing up as the first try. In the first half, it was Ian Sherritt who broke through the Lee defence. Brilliant breakthrough, and there was David Fell again on his shoulder to go under the sticks and
Them the one opportunity and then block them up from them. And it's Steve Kerry, 3 goals to his credit so far this evening from in front of the Lee post. What a vital 6 points that could turn out to be for Salford.
A fantastic tackling and defensive game from Salford, who deserved their victory with 2 excellent tries for David Fell and 4 goals from Steve Kerry. We get the thoughts of coach Kevin Tamati.
We've got a game on Saturday that will certainly be out to win. We're not going along to Central Park just to make up the numbers, by no means. And if we don't come out winners of the Lancashire Cup, then Widnes will certainly know they've been in a ball game.
In the other semi-final, the Chemics entertained the Wires in front of a crowd of 12,000 excited fans.
On the Warrington 25, Coloto. Eager to get on with the play the ball. Shrugs off Burke's challenge. Drummond's holding, puts the ball back out to Myler. Myler's going in behind the post. Just the spark Widnes needed early in this second half. Tony Myler scores just by the post for Widnes, takes Widnes into the lead. 6 points to 4 with a conversion attempt to come. Here again we see it from the camera behind the post. Coloto thinks that Tattle shrugs off Burke. Drummond comes in, but he still manages to get the ball back to Tony Myler. Myler shrugs around Paul Bishop and goes in. Just 5 yards to the side of the post. Meanwhile, back to the action, and we see Widnes back on the attack, and Wright goes in the corner for a try. Referee consulting with his touch judge, and he gives the try to Darren Wright. And just looking round from the replay, from Davies' fine challenge, I thought he might have been over himself. As we come back to the action, it was Darren Wright who goes in the corner. Referee, after a deliberation with his touch judge, gives the try to Tate. Long pass from Tate to Courier. To Coloto. He decides to come back inside. Going down the line, is Coloto going to score? No, he puts it to Alan Tate, and Alan Tate goes in by the side of the post. And I think that's the final nail in the Warrington coffin. Here we see the replay. The long pass out to Andy Courier. Onto Coloto. He had support on his left-hand side. Showed the dummy. McGinty bought it. Decided to come back inside. Bushed off Lyons' challenge. Finally Drummond came in, but he got the pass out to Alan Tate on his shoulder. And Tate goes in by the side of the post. So both witnesses tries. Coming off moves featuring Imose Coloto. And again, Davis with a conversion attempt. He's kicked 3 from 4 attempts. And it's going to be the 4th goal of the evening. Both touch judges raise their flags. Davis puts it between.
So the 1990 Greenhalgh's Lancashire Cup final will be contested between the current World Club champions Widnes and 2nd Division Salford. The last time Widnes faced 2nd Division opposition in the final, it caused a major surprise when Barrow defeated the Chemics. Salford, on the other hand, will be hoping that history can be repeated, and they will also be hoping to go one better than their last final appearance in 1988, when they went down against Wigan. So the scene is set for a fascinating final at Central Park. Will it be Salford, the underdogs, or Widnes, the red-hot favourites? We are just 80 minutes away from finding out the answers to all the questions.
And it's a big day here at Central Park for this Lancashire Cup final, Salford versus Widnes. A marvellous achievement by the Salford team to get here after last season's disappointment in being relegated. This is certainly a great day for the Reds. Widnes too will be looking to win the Lancashire Cup. It's some years since they achieved that. I think it's some 9 years or so. Both teams can be expected to put everything into this great event, and certainly the Salford supporters here have already made their presence felt with plenty of chants for their heroes. The two teams are here, are lining up for the presentations. This is your commentator Jim Arneson, and summarising throughout this match again will be Steve Ramsbottom. Steve, what's your thoughts about this great occasion today?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's a great bonus being a Salford supporter to be in a Lancashire Cup final, and it's not just the first Cup final recently. We were here 2 years ago as well. I'm really looking forward to the event this afternoon, but I think we have to be under no illusions, with no illusions at all about the task ahead of them. Let's just remember at the moment though that the Salford team is the only team in the Rugby League this minute that's undefeated. That's 7 matches, 7 victories, 3 of them against First Division teams to get to this final, and 4 victories in the Second Division, and that's more than Widnes can boast. Widnes last week were hammered 32-6 by Hull, and I suppose they'll be out this afternoon to prove that was just a little blip in what otherwise has been a very good season for them. If you look down the teams, then we have to say that Widnes are formidable opposition. It's by far Salford's toughest game of the season. Man for man, dare I say it, well, perhaps Widnes have the edge in most of the positions, but rugby league's the great game. It's a team game, and the one thing above all others that Salford have shown this year is that they are a team working as a team with individuals all pulling together, making that team unit and tackling. They've tackled their hearts out in every game so far this season, and I think the mood in the camp it's quietly confident. We'll wait and see. Looking forward to it enormously, Jim.
Thanks, Steve, and we'll give you the teams now. Salford first. Number 1, Steve Gibson. 2, Tex Evans. 3, Martin Burkett. 4, Peter Williams. 5, Adrian Hadley. 6, David Fell. 7, Steve Kerry. 8, Ian Sherratt. 9, Mark Lee. 10, Chris Whiteley. 11, Arthur Bradshaw. 12, and team captain Ian Blease. 13, Andy Burgess, and the substitutes Frank Cassidy and Sean Hansen, the New Zealander. Widnes, Alan Tate, number 1. Number 2, Darren Wright. Number 3, Andy Corrier. 4, Jonathan Davis. 5, Martin Afire. 6, Tony Myler. 7, David Hume. 8, Kurt Sorensen. 9, Phil Mackenzie. 10, Chris Ashurst. 11, Imozo Coloto. 12, Richard Ayres. 13, Les Holliday, and their substitutes John Devereaux and Dave Smith. Widnes have brought in 3 players who've recently been injured. That's in Tony Myler, Martin Afire and Phil Mackenzie. The question mark there will be whether they obviously are fit, but the question is, are they match fit? The 3 of them have missed quite a few games through injury, and therefore Salford may be hoping to cash in on any weakness in that department. The referee for today's game is Mr. Alan Burke of Oldham.
Well, one of the things today that is a tremendous pleasure to hear is that the Salford fans are making more noise than the Widnes fans, and it's not often that we can say that about the Salford fans, and that's great to hear, supporters. It's a tremendous sight to see so many red and white jerseys throughout the crowd in all parts of the ground and singing. They're confident. I think we all are quietly confident. I like this new Salford strip. I think it's played its part in making the team into what they are this year. A few minutes to go. Yes, they're about to toss up. The conditions today, well, it's been raining all morning, which means it's going to be wet and slippy underfoot, and I suppose what we want to see from Salford is the tackling stint right from the start. We want to see them not making the mistakes. We want to see them hanging onto the ball, and I noticed that they've all had big handfuls of resin just before they're about to start, and let's hope that has the same effect as the glue, and that they can hang on to the passes. We want to see a good game from both teams, and I'm sure we'll see that. The Widnes team, they've got everything to prove today. They were the world champions. They are the world champions at this minute, and they've had a good start to the season. They've not won the Lancashire Cup since 1979. They'll be out today to try and prove that they really are the best team in Lancashire. It's first division against second division. Are the underdogs going to do it? Let's hope so.
Yes, and we're about to kick off for this great occasion. Come what may, the Salford fans, the Salford team and the club, the directors, can be proud of the fact that they are here on this, the first real big occasion in rugby league, certainly this side of the Pennines. Last week, Castleford beat Wakefield in the Yorkshire Cup in what appeared to have been a dour, close contest, 11 points to 8. We may see the same kind of thing here, certainly in the first quarter, but then again, we may see a bigger score and perhaps more open football. Let's hope so, because this game is being televised live, so quite a lot of people will be watching this at home. The team's just steadying themselves down now for the kick-off, and it's going to be Widnes who'll kick off to Salford, who are defending at the Cop end of Central Park. It's a dull day, I think the rain has ceased just for the moment, so let's hope it stays that way.
Yes, we're probably waiting for the word from the television people, I would imagine. We're just waiting for the adverts to finish. I don't know. Anyway, let's hope that the money that we're getting from the game will prove to be to the game's benefit. Salford's team, this is the team that's played most of the matches so far this season. They're at full strength. They've got everybody fit. And we're expecting great things from them. The Widnes team, for their part, well, they've got 3 of their stars back from injury. And whilst it's wrong to single out anybody in the Widnes team as being special, I must say that my favourite is Martin O'Fire. When that guy runs, then it's like magic. It's as if he's running on a cushion of air. He's like the hovercraft. He steps miles into the air at every step, and he knocks me out. It's a real pleasure to see him. I think we're ready to start. The referee's certainly looking at his watch. He's waiting for the nod, and he's got the nod. We'll be going in a minute. Over to you, Jim.
Yes, I don't know what the delay was, but it's something like 5 minutes late in kicking off. Now underway, Jonathan Davis kicking off for Widnes. Oh, and there's a first mistake. Right from the kick-off. The ball dropped there by David Fell, rolling into touch. It was a very good kick-off, by the way, which gives Widnes an immediate advantage. Head and feed, just near the line. The referee has awarded a free kick. No, a re-scrum.
Oh dear, Salford could have done without that, but that's perhaps a sign of the importance of the games, that the nerves that were involved there. David Fell trying to keep hold of the ball, let it slip into touch, but Salford gets a chance at least from that scrum.
Yes, obviously the Widnes knocked on getting the ball from the first scrum, and now the referee has awarded a free kick to Salford because Widnes are offside at the play of the ball. So a bit of relief for Salford there. The last thing they wanted was a torrid 10-minute start in their own 22-metre area. It's now restarting from the free kick. There'll be this testing out period by the forwards here. And there's that Ian Sherratt going through. And Arthur Bradshaw, powerful, not very big, but powerful second row forward. So for driving it over into Widnes territory. Now so quickly up there on Mark Lee. And Kerry kicks high into the Widnes territory. And they've lost the ball off. And it's a try! Now, just short of the line. Just short of the line.
Oh, what a tremendous start from Salford. They were making good ground over the far side, and then that up and under from Kerry went miles into the sky. It went down, it bounced. The Widnes players made the basic mistake of watching it bounce. Blease was onside, clearly onside, following it up, picking the ball up, and was unlucky not to go under the post. He was stopped just about 3 yards short. What a great start from Salford. And look at this tackling. Widnes have had 3 tackles and they've got nowhere yet.
Yes, unfortunately for us here, that middle of the sticks is slightly obstructed by a stanchion, and we must. There's Tex Evans now. Coming out of defence, tackled by Darren Platt and Andy Curry. Darren Wright and Andy Currier. Mark Lee trying to. And Widnes again caught offside. And Salford showing that they are no respecter of reputations here. They made a bright start after an initial mistake from the kick-off. And now they have the advantage of 6 tackles in Widnes territory. The drive through. There's Blaze making a good break there. There's Ian Sherratt. Ian Sherratt driving through towards the Widnes line there. Play the ball. Another drive in, 10 yards short of the line here, but running short of tackles. Oh, I was just tapped by the ankles, and that's the 5th tackle. Hit the post with that drop goal. And Martin O'Fire there threw the ball inside into the path of a Salford player who knocked it backwards and then recovered it. But it was a break there that was very dangerous.
All this so much going on already. That was a great drop kick attempt from Kerry. It hit the post, it came back, it was anybody's ball, but Widnes recovered it. And couldn't you see why Widnes are like a team that they are? They had the speed to go half the length of the field, but the Salford recovery, the Salford defence was brilliant. And again, it was thanks to some good defensive work that caught them get the ball back.
People are shouting obstruction. They think he ran behind a fire there. And Martin O'Fire tackled in midfield, coming in off his wing. Now there's Kurt Sorensen, and it's to Amozo Kaloto. And there's a goal. And another mistake. Wonderful rugby. It's too fast to give a commentary on this kind of wonderful start to this match, but Widnes showing that they're very dangerous on the break. Especially this man, Kaloto.
Oh, 5 minutes of the most exciting rugby I think we've seen all season. On 2 occasions, that's the second time now we've seen Widnes breaking from inside their own 25, putting the passes together. But the Salford defence on each occasion has been up to it, and Widnes at the vital pass. From the Salford point of view, we're pleased to say have made a mistake, but haven't Widnes looked sharp. They've looked really good on attack. But Salford are playing their part in this first 5 minutes. What excitement!
Yes, a great cup final so far. Oh, and there's Salford, first time that they've dropped the ball on attack. Oh, that's the, oh, and that's Kaloto being driven back there. That's an unusual sight. No, that's no, it's Ayres driven back there. Kurt Sorensen. Tackled just over the 22-metre line. Got his... And then Darren Wright tackled by Whiteley. Les Holliday kicking. Great tactical kick it is Les Holliday. But that... Is it going to go into touch? Yes. Wonderful raking kick by Les Holliday. Speciality of this man.
And it's Widnes that actually have not made the most use of their chances because they've been dropping the ball so far. But Widnes are looking very sharp, very fast.
Steve Gibson coming away from that scrum. So far, Salford have lost with the head twice. That's Widnes possession from 2 scrums that we should have had the ball. There's Arthur. Steve Gibson again. No, it's Bradshaw, but it's foul. There's too many people with skull caps on here. Here's Arthur Bradshaw. This is Steve Carey. Peter Williams. And there's Kerry making a half break. It's the last tackle signalled. Salford will have to kick now. Sorensen holding down somewhat. Oh, just over the line, so it'll be a turnover in Salford territory instead of a scrum in Widnes territory.
Well, a nice jinxing run from Fell and then another one from Kerry, and it was just unfortunate that kick from Williams went out on the full. It was about 6 inches on the wrong side of the touchline from Salford's point of view.
Chris Ashurst, the witness prop, driving through there. Now Sorensen, Koloto. Well tackled there in midfield. Big powerful man, this could dictate destruction. There's Les Holiday going through. Witness on attack here now. Salford caught offside. Will Jonathan Davis now. Kick at goal, yes. It will be a goal kick. There should be 2 points for Witness here.
Yes, it's Salford who've been having the better of the early penalties, but that was clearly offside from the Salford point of view, and Widnes have now the opportunity to take the lead. Widnes are showing that they really are a very good team. The breaks that they've made so far in the opening 8 or 9 minutes have been outstanding. They've had speed to draw men and then pass on to men in support, and it's all credit to Salford's defence that they have withstood this early onslaught. A long way to go, but a tremendous start from Salford, a start that I think gives us all hope. In fact, they've had the chances themselves to go ahead. Blease in the opening minute, and then an unlucky rebound off a drop kick attempt from Kerry, which could have gone to a Salford man. But a great start from both teams, and very exciting rugby league football. Must be, I should imagine, at least twice as good as what they're seeing on the BBC for that sort of funny game of rugby. Well, it went over, but it wasn't a convincing kick from Jonathan Davis. But it's 2 points to Widnes.
First one to Widnes from a free kick. Salford to restart, 10 minutes gone, and Widnes leading 2-0. Long high kick, Kerry to Darren Wright, taken down inside his own 22. Koloto tackled. There's Chris Ashurst, Widnes forwards now driving this ball out. The kick here, and the third tackle. And Gibson was fortunate there, referee ruling that ball went backwards from his fumble. There's Chris Whiteley driving into defenders. Mark Lee, Gibson. Held up there. Now Ian Sherratt. Please. Kerry. Tex Evans on a run here. Kicks it because we're getting short of tackles. And it's taken by Alan Tate, yes. There's a man of fire. Tackled in midfield. Sorensen taken down. And David Hume. A kick here from Jonathan Davis again. And Gibson makes no mistake with that. It bounced well. And breaks the first tackle. And Salford throwing the ball along the line. Evans going through. Evans, beautiful run through the centre there by Evans, coming inside. Salford playing well here. Blease dummying, looking for the gap which didn't appear. There's Bradshaw. Good little run. I thought he might well may come out, but that was too dangerous to try. Burgess. And that's a kick through. Yes, and that's a try. And that's a beautiful try. And Peter Williams took advantage of a slap of defence from Alan Tate, who tried to kick the ball into touch, giving away the head and feet, but instead gave away the ball, and Peter Williams tapped it forward, pick up and over the line, and Salford are in front by 4 points to 2.
It's 4 points to 2 at the minute. Kerry's thinking about the kick. And he's got it. Oh, that was unlucky. That must have been one of his best efforts this year. That was very unlucky. Well played, Salford. That was tremendous rugby. Must be full of heart. And, well, you know, you can see why Widnes are the great team that they are. They've got the speed. They can put the passes together. But what do we say about teamwork? Teamwork and dedication and enthusiasm. And so far, it's a very even contest. 15 minutes gone. It's Salford 4, Widnes 2.
That's given the Salford fans a lot to shout about. Delighted with that. And that will be a drop out from one of the sticks. Those kicks are very important to recover. Those Widnes very adept at putting awkward kickoffs down into their opponent's territory, making it difficult to recover the ball. Now they've got to give the ball to Widnes, which means another tackling stint for the Reds. It's to the halfway line, and it is that's Richard Ayres. They've got order. What an exciting piece of play that was. It looked as if Widnes were going to score. The fire was well covered, threw a wild pass inside, and Salford recovered it. That's let off.
It was a let off, but what excitement. Widnes were really playing classy rugby at that point, and a fire, well, perhaps he's not quite fit, because a fire might well have scored on his own in his absolute peak of condition, but he kept the ball alive. It went inside, and it was Salford's cover that did the right thing, and they were there to recover the ball, and that was good defence from Salford. A great attack from Widnes, and great rugby all round. A tremendous game to see.
Now Kerry with a relieving kick. Darren Wright. Peter Williams has him, no, yes, but he's forced him into the arms of Salford defenders. Ian Sherratt there. Chris Ashurst, the free kick, said he went high. He ruled a high tackle there.
We've seen Widnes perhaps playing the classier rugby so far, but we've seen stout defence from Salford, and they're scoring an opportunist try after a mistake from the Widnes fullback. But you can see why Widnes are the team they are. Salford, a long way to go yet, but another tackling stint to come.
Coloto, the big Coloto, the danger man. And Widnes are in Salford's danger zone. David Hume taken down from Holliday's astute pass. Harold Sorensen again. He's turned it right. Oh, the man's well tackled there by Andy Burgess. Coloto using him as a battering ram there, but last tackle. And he's given offside from the kick. They didn't give Peter Williams the 10 metres that he's entitled to from a kick through.
Well, there's Widnes playing very sharp rugby again, but Salford up to it so far. They defended very well, and in the end it was left to Widnes to try the kick through. 19 minutes gone, Salford 4, Widnes 2.
Salford forwards driving it out of defence. Andy Burgess. That's 3 tackles, almost to the halfway line. Kerry. Oh, and a breakthrough there. Fifth tackle now. The kick from Williams to Darren Wright, the Widnes winger. Runs it out of their danger zone. There is Richard Ayres. Knock on, yes. The referee is given that the ball wasn't played actually, and therefore it's a free kick. So here Steve Kerry has a chance to make it 6 points to 2 for Salford if he's got his goal kicking boots on today.
Yes, here's Salford with a chance to increase their lead. What a good game so far. We've got the underdogs showing that that tackling, enthusiasm and endeavour really can be a leveller. If you look round at the Widnes team, then there's no doubt that they have ability in abundance. They have so much pace in all positions, but equally, for the present time, Salford are a match for them. Very exciting game. It's Kerry taking his time with the kick, rightly so. Oh, and again, that's the second time, is it the post? Oh, and we get a knock on. I think that was probably the wrong decision from the referee because the ball actually went backwards. Very unlucky with his kick, Steve Kerry. We could have been 3 points more on the board, but as it is, we've got the, I think, the put in from the scrum. And we're holding our own. We're doing well. You can always imagine, though, that Widnes can break out from anywhere and score. They've got the men with the individual skills on a one-to-one basis, and they've got players at times who are in support who can follow up and take passes at great speed. But we're here in their 25 with the scrum.
So Kerry takes the ball out, and there is David Fell. Andy Burgess. Ball snatched from his hand, torn from his hand in the tackle, and Widnes regain the possession there. Kurt Sorensen tackled inside his 22. Caloto stopped. Good bout of tackling by Salford here now. Chris Ashurst trying, stops. Tony Marlow was running through for the short pass, but Ashurst was well tackled. Now it's a kick by Jonathan Davis. Gibson will collect. A great cheer goes up from Widnes fans because O'Fire's tackled somebody. There is Burgess driving it out. Chris Whiteley. Here's a free kick. He was pulled down. No, we cannot complain about that. Who is it? Was it Mr. Sorensen? No. Richard Ayres, can't complain about that.
As we saw in that case with Gibson collecting the ball but being tackled well inside his own 25. Oh dear!
That's a try from an interception, a mistake by Salford. Well, that's a gift of a try, an interception by Courier, and that puts Widnes back in front with the kick to come. 6 points to 4.
Oh, what a shame from Salford's point of view, that is. But it sort of says everything about both the teams. There was Salford playing the rugby. They were putting the ball along the line, and it was just one little slack pass which gave Courier, seeing his opportunity, to intercept the ball. And once he got the ball from just inside his own half, then he was clear and nobody was going to stop him. Gibson was up in the line because Salford had the ball, and Gibson for his part was looking also to create an overlap. Quick thinking by Courier. An example of what we say about Widnes' individual skills as well as their overall team effort. And unlucky from Salford, but no reason to feel downhearted. But up to that point, Salford has certainly been holding their own in most aspects of the game. There you are. He's missed it. So it's 4 points. And it might be now that Widnes are in the lead by 6 points to 4, but we have to say it's a Salford cover that forced the try scorer to go further out than he would have liked, and as a consequence Jonathan Davis didn't kick a goal, which otherwise he would have done. 26 minutes gone, Salford 4, Widnes 6.
Still very close, only that one error there from Salford that would let the Widnes team gain the lead with an intercepted try. Now there is Richard Ayres. Salford must now pull themselves together, compose themselves, forget that incident and get the lead back if possible before half-time. There's Holiday. No, Chris Ashurst rather. Chris Whiteley's was in there, that high tackle. Referee's bringing him to him. The referee is also waving all of the players away while he deals with the incidents. So far, I don't think anyone can complain about the refereeing. I think he's done very well in what is a very hard and always difficult matches, cup finals.
Yes, but it's been a clean game, you know, for so far, and although Salford have been rightly penalised for a couple of high tackles, they've not been vindictive and there's been no viciousness in the game. Been a good, clean, fair game of rugby.
There's Sorensen taken down. Well, I don't know. I think there's a bit of play acting there. He says that Bradshaw hit him with his knee, or went onto with his knee, but I rather suspect that there was a bit of the old soldier about that from Kurt Sorensen.
Well, he certainly was, because Lee went in when he was on the floor, and that was certainly should have been penalised. It was a bit harsh to send him to the sin bin, particularly in view of Sorensen's overreaction, and something should be said to Sorensen about that. That's not fair.
I think it's Bradshaw that's gone off for sin bin. And that's Chris Ashurst coming well into the game now. Took another knock there though. Good tackling there by Salford. Took Phil McKenzie out there. And there's Coloto. Coloto well tackled. Salford defensive line holding there. And there's another try by Widnes, yes, over, good play, quick pass inside, and Widnes now taking full advantage of the fact that Salford are playing with a man short.
Yes, it was good play from Widnes. They suddenly went up a gear. The ball was being passed so much more sharply than it had been, and they took full opportunity of Salford having a man down, and the inside pass gave Myler a very straightforward opportunity to score under the post. I was just saying what a good, clean, fair game of rugby it had been, and then we had two incidents that we could well do without. The first one of which had a Salford player sent to the sin bin, and the first one was just a free kick. The second one was the sin bin offence, and probably on the balance of play, that was the right decision by the referee. Davis makes no mistake that time, and Salford down to 12 men. I've got it all to do. It's 12 points to 4.
So that's serious trouble for Salford. It's before half-time, and a substitution has been made. Dave Smith replaces Chris Ashurst, who was injured from the tackle there, with a cut over the eye, and appears now to be running up to the dressing room. And Chris Whiteley is also coming off for Salford, to be replaced by Shane Hansen, the New Zealander.
A tactical substitution probably. Chris Whiteley had been involved in one of those incidents previously, and Kevin Tamati perhaps just wants to keep him out of trouble as the tempo of the game rises again.
There, Widnes driving it out from the restarts. Kiloto almost through. Widnes now playing with much more confidence. Hadley. Oh, knocked one man off altogether. Mark Lee. Shane Hansen turning his back and making another yard. And Ian Blease. The last tackle coming up. Salford unable to get out of the stranglehold. A kick up. And that will be a dropout from under the sticks. A mistake there again by Alan Tate. Giving Salford possession. Salford must take full advantage of this if they can get a score before half-time. Make it 12-8 or 12-10. Put a different complexion on the second half. Blease regathers. Over into the Widnes 22-metre area. And driving it forward there. Markley acting half back. And there's Ian Sherratt. Good strong running forward. Now the linesman is on for an incident in that tackle. But the referee's only just spotted him. He's now bringing a Widnes player to him. The linesman spotted something in the tackle there. And it is Kurt Sorensen, I think, yes. Who very often bears a charmed life in rugby league for some of the high tackles that he gets away with.
Yes, I think the referee has rightly sensed that the game is just boiling a little bit now, and that he's got to cool things down, and that's what these few seconds have done. They've kept the teams apart. The penalty is in Salford's favour. Kerry is going to have a kick at goal. 2 points will obviously be very important at this stage of the game. But Widnes had a spell then of 5 minutes in which time they turned their potential that we've seen throughout the game into points on the board where it matters. And just for the moment, what we're going to see is whether the Salford character can withstand this margin, 12 points to 4, and whether they're still going to be able to come back. It's been an exciting game up to the try. Salford were giving as good as they were getting, but Widnes looking good. Kerry trying for his first goal, and he's made it. 35 minutes gone. Salford 6, Widnes 12. Just one score between the teams, and Widnes will know that they've been in a game.
Yes, and that makes the score 12 points to 6. And there's something like 5 minutes to go, I think, yes. At least according to the electronic scoreboard, if not the timekeepers. It's for 5 minutes. And Tex Evans got that ball then. No mistake from that kick-off. Shane Hansen. Well. Ian Sherratt going through. Oh, he robbed of the ball. Forward pass, but in fact, the Fire lost ground coming inside, but definitely a forward pass. No doubt whatever. Ball was tossed over forward. Salford have regathered that ball from a Widnes attack. Andy Burgess. Lees coming through. Keep the ball, wrap the ball. That's right. That was a high tackle. He said it. Oh, and Burkitt's going through here. Beautiful break by Burkitt. After someone attempted to decapitate him earlier on in that movement. That's going to be a knock-on.
Oh, disappointing end to brighter play from Salford, in particular Burkitt. Beat several men then on a run through. Who were playing bright rugby. In fact, they started to throw the ball around now that they know that this is the way that they've got the chance of beating the Widnes defence.
Feeding by David Hume. And Kerry punishes them. The ball goes way over there. Driven back into their 22-metre area. Rightly to restart. There's Sherratt going through. Hansen. People shouted forward, pass it was never made there. Hansen, got that ball out well. Hansen got that ball out well in a tackle. And a try under the stick by Ian Blease from that excellent bit of play, concentrated attack by Salford, and it paid off with a try under the sticks. Just before half-time.
Well, could we believe that? 39 minutes gone, and Salford doing the straightforward, simple, honest, rugby things of giving the ball to Blease, who stretched his legs and gone through the Widnes defence. I mean, the Widnes tackles are tough men, and there was Blease the better of them, but that was a good move within that, as the applause for Ian Blease's brilliant try. But even into that move, Salford were looking lively. They were keeping the ball alive. We saw Hansen involved in the tackle, getting the ball out, and he was thereby keeping everything in play. Bradshaw will soon be back in. So that's with 12 men. Salford have come back from 12 points to 4 down. Kerry must get this one. Yes, and they've levelled it. So with 12 men, they've scored a try. They've scored 2 goals in that period. Bradshaw's waiting to come back on the field. We're coming back to full strength. And with the last minute of the first half, it's Widnes 12 and Salford are 12. What a great half.
And that equaliser came, as Steve says, with Salford still with 12 men on the field. And now they're back to full strength. Arthur Bradshaw has come back. So Widnes, although I look to have capitalised on Salford's numerical weakness, are now facing a position where all scores are level. That's another kick that's very difficult to take. Salford must learn, to stand up. But that's the end of the half anyway. That's the end of a very good half in which Salford can be very proud of their performance against the world champions and the 4th First Division team they've played in this competition.
Here, here. Well played, that, the Salford team. Great support on the terraces, a standing ovation as the half-time hooter sounds, and a great fight back from Salford. They held their own for the first 15 minutes, and then we saw a 10-minute period in which Widnes exercised their domination, which we know they're capable of because of their superior individual ability. But even when Bradshaw was sent off and Salford were down to 12 men, that not only did they not give up, they withstood a further spell of Widnes attack and then came back themselves to score a vital try just on half-time. So here we are, half-time, and it's 12 points each, and what a cracking game. To see and hear the Salford fans supporting their team, and it's just a real treat, and deservedly so, because on the first half performance I think the score reflects the evenness of the game, and also the match itself, an exciting first half showing different aspects of the game. Widnes with the individual skills and the abilities and the speed at every level, and Salford playing as a team as we said they would, tackling their hearts out, and even with 12 men coming back just before the interval to level the scores at 12-all. It's still anybody's game. Salford's still the underdogs, have yet to get in convincingly in front, and I suppose it's the odds must still be on Widnes to come through, but this is like a repetition of the first half, and the sort of mistakes that one is really very surprised to see from rugby players, and that was Wright that time, who dropped a simple ball, giving Salford the opportunity with the scrum almost on the Widnes line.
Yes, exactly what happened from the kick-off to start the match when Steve Gibson allowed the ball to elude his grasp and go into touch. Salford's ball from the scrum. Tackled well there, Peter Williams. After Bradshaw. No.
I have to say, I sometimes get confused about this rule about taking the ball in the tackle, because sometimes the ball seems to be pulled out of players' hands unfairly when the tackle is being called, and teams are not penalised. Oh dear.
And a bit of slack play from Widnes there, the ball rolling right across the path of Tony Myler, who almost knocked it on. Yes, that rule, I think it would be better if we reverted back to the original rule, which stated that the ball could not be stolen unless it's a man-to-man tackle. Far too much nonsense goes on at the play of the ball these days with the rule having been changed. 3 or 4 people tackling, or one tackling and 2 others snatching the ball away. And that was a great run there by Jonathan Davis. And that ball is going in touch and goal. A great run. I thought Widnes should have perhaps kept hold of that ball.
Yes, well, that was all what you said. That we showed Widnes at their brilliant best. Jonathan Davis from inside his own half looked as though he was going to kick, but he didn't. He dummied, he beat man after man, put the ball out wide, several good tackles together before finally the ball was kicked dead. That was excellent play from Widnes, and probably deserved a try. If they scored then, that would have been one of the best tries of the season. As it was, the ball rolled dead and Salford can breathe again.
Yes, sir. I'll have to watch that kind of break from the centre on the last tackle. And Widnes are capable of running the full length of the field. Shane Hansen driving through. It's kicked ahead, and that's going into touch. No, just stopped on the line. Aaron Wright coming across field, but tackled on his own 22-metre line. Coloto forcing his way through the tacklers. Widnes now caught offside, Salford. Widnes now seem to have been pepped up by Dougie Lawton at half-time. They're full of fire.
Yes, you just have the impression that Widnes have come out in this second half and gone up a gear a little bit. And their big forwards are driving in. They look dangerous on the break. They look dangerous with the ball at all times. And they're going to put a few passes together here.
Substitute there, Smith. Tackle there. Widnes on attack here, looking dangerous. Coloto almost lost that ball. Fiercely attacking now. Richard Ayres going through there. And now David Hume. Lost the ball. We apologise for the stanchion which is obstructing the view when it gets into that particular part of the ground. No referee there, he should have penalised Holiday for harassment at the play of the ball. There's Hadley. Steve Kerriott acting half-back. Mark Lee. Oh! And Mark Lee was floored there. Off the ball. The referee and linesman have ignored it. That's how the lineman's actually going on. Mark Lee was blatantly fouled off the ball. I think it was Kurt Sorensen who, as I've said before, leads a charmed life in this game for those incidents.
Well, thank goodness there are two linesmen as well as a referee, because one of them, thank goodness, has clearly seen what happened after Lee kicked that ball, that it was flattened totally unnecessarily, because it was a good kick from Lee. He was doing the right thing. And he's going off. Is that the sin bin, Jim?
I don't know what colour card it was. But certainly Kurt Sorensen is coming off for a very bad foul, I have to say that. Salford now playing against 12 men, as Widnes had a spell playing against Salford's 12 men in the first half. We're not clear yet whether it's sin bin or off.
Well, what can Salford do now? Is Widnes are going to have to fight. Salford will have plenty of spirit on this series of tackles with the ball.
Shane Hansen driving through there. Adrian Hadley in the position as a forward. Forward pass. The move was well meant, but badly executed. Players not coming from deep positions deep enough. And so it's Widnes to put in. See if this will make any difference to the scrimmaging. That was I don't think that saw the hooker. Myler submerged by Salford players. It's Coloto. Salford tackling well here. It was a good tackle from Shane Hansen. No, you know, I'm afraid again that the referee there doesn't really understand that is a move that Salford play. As the ball is played, you're entitled to move forward, and Blease was doing what he's coached to do, that is to run in such a position as to force the opponents to go to the short side. Now the referee has adjusted him offside. Once the ball is down on the floor, you're entitled to run up. That's the rule. Let's say with Smith And then it's Caloto on a good run. Big, powerful forward. Salford having a work cut out to hold him. And now Richard Ayres. Widnes, fierce attack here from Widnes. There's Myler. Obstruction there, round behind his own player. Obviously hindered the defenders. And the Fire is on a run here. In touch. He's in touch.
Hey, now that was fabulous. There was Martin of Fire at top speed doing what we know he's so good at, going in from miles out. But the Salford lads didn't watch him. They didn't let him go. They followed him. They harried him all the way back. And I think it was Hadley who did just enough at the end to force him into touch to get the flag down. And the linesman disallowed the try because he was in touch first. Oh, that'll be a decision to be talked about. Was a Fire over or not? There was a Fire who looked fully fit to me. But Hadley, no, the Salford players didn't give up. They followed him back. And it was Hadley, I think, who just put him into touch.
And that's what Widnes are going to do this half. They're going to send that ball along the line, and that's when they're most dangerous. With the pace that they have and the skill of all their expensive players. And after Bradshaw driving out well. And offside over the other side there. And that's a kick, a relieving kick from Andy Burgess. Yes, that was danger signals there for Salford in the way that ball swept across the Widnes line.
But they stuck to it, Jim, didn't they? They didn't watch him go. They ran after him and they got back and covered. And in the end, they prevented a try from being scored, and that could be a very important time in the result of this game, because Widnes down to 12 men looked as though they were going to score then, but Salford kept them out.
Definitely feeding there at the scrum. Jonathan Davis coming more into the game, trying to beat players now. Didn't do much of that in the first half, but now the Fire is going to run into trouble. Yes. And the Fire tackled again. A bit indecisive there. Widnes fiercely on attack here. Holiday now beginning to those reverse passes. This is a last tackle for Widnes. They're going to put one up. Yes, well taken by Gibson. I was looking to see if a referee was going to give them offside for being in front of the kick. And that was well taken by Gibson. Salford resolutely defending, under a lot of pressure here in this opening period of the second half. Blease breaking out of a tackle there. Doing very well, Blease. Going very well. Setting an example as captain. Peter Williams, who put that little kick through, regathered on the full run, gave it to Hadley, and Hadley inside to the scorer. David
fell up in support again. We've seen him do that so many times this year. I was just starting to think Salford against 12-man Widnes, and it was Widnes that were on top. And then they put together that series of passes and culminating with a brilliant try under the post. He started with Williams using his nous, kicking through into space, picking the ball up cleanly, passing it on to Hadley. And Hadley waited for Fell to join in support, and he had a clear one under the posts. That was exciting stuff. That was great play from Salford. That's what you have to do, take advantage when the opposition is down to 12 men. So, can Kerry get this conversion? And he has done. Oh, that's brilliant. So now we're 18-12 up. So in the case of space of 5 minutes, we're seeing a fire try controversially disallowed at one end, and Salford gone to the other end, and they've gone into the lead.
Salford have taken a lead, 18-12, and a well-deserved lead. Another kick-off. Tex Evans driving it out. Pushed back. Now Shane Hansen. A long way to go, but certainly that's put heart into Salford. The try will be remembered for a long time. Classical move and good skillful play. And there's Arthur Bradshaw powering his way through this little second row forward. Blaze again. And now, Fell. Must be wiped out, the play, yes, the ball touched the widnes' hand there. Gibson trying to force his way through a three-man tackle. Oh, Tex Evans is going! Is Tex Evans going to score? The ball just went dead, but that was, my Joe, very nearly another try.
And he was brilliant, and you know that could have been a try. If Evans had seen that he got Burkitt inside him, he could have passed it on to Burkitt, who could have gone on his own. Oh, that brilliant play again from Salford on the outside. What? Oh, but now Widnes are back to full strength. Start to even things up again.
Yes. Yes, but just another few inches, and I think he would have pounced on that ball. And Shane Hansen gave a beautiful pass out there to miss a man out and give it to Tex Evans. Now they're going to kick, and they are all offside. Doing the 10 metres. Gibson running round and through. Burkitt. Oh, Tex Evans. Oh, was it accidentally tripped? Salford buzzing now. Shane Hansen coming into this game very well. His first real test, and he played half a match at Batley last week in his first game. Lee's driving forward, and Salford have got their tails up here. And that's a kick from Fell, and Tate will gather. Will he go through? No, he tackled well in his own 22-metre area. Jonathan Davis, no way through for him. David Hume, 3 tackles. Made just over 10 yards with that, 3 tackles. Sorensen back on the field now, so it was a sin binning. Tackled well, and this is the last tackle for Widnes. Still in their own half. Going to have to kick. And it's safely gathered by Adrian Hadley. And drives it in. Oh, and that's a good play again by Salford. Yes. Almost through Gibson. Pushes his way past a fire. It was a bad ball. Another one. No. Salford desperate to get the ball out, but I was a bit untidy, unsure. Wiper now. Yes, it's a wipe out. The Widnes player touched the ball. Well, which way he's going to give? Well, I don't know. It's a knock-on, so it's Salford's put in. The first offence was a knock-on. Free kick going into the scrum for the ball. Well, he'll attempt to capitalise on this to get into Salford's territory and launch an attack. Now Salford under pressure here. They must defend their line and their 6-point lead. Well tackled by Hansen. Two tackles. Halliday forced back. And now Richard Ayres makes it to Salford 22. Well gathered by Salford for that kick through by Mackenzie. Well done, Andy Burgess. There's Steve Gibson trying to drive it out. Come on, referee, they're not allowing him to play the ball. And they're offside. Yes. Widnes over-eager there. The attendance has been given of 7,485. I'd have thought there were rather more.
Well, it's certainly a game that's worthy of an audience 10 times that, and let's hope there's a few 100,000 watching on television.
I see him Sherratt driving forward there. And he's hurt there, that tackle. But you can... I think he's hurt in the ribs. There's one thing you can be sure, this man is not lying down because he's wanting to rest. A very keen and eager player. He must have got the knee in the ribs, very painful injury. But nevertheless, it does give Salford the opportunity to have a breather after that fierce onslaught by Widnes. Shane Hansen. Close play there, almost getting the ball away to Burgess. Well, that was that. Well, he was judged that the ball went backwards. And that ball is going to, is it going to go into touch? Yes, it is.
Well, we saw a lot of things there. We saw the referee giving the wrong decision that went in Salford's favour, because not only was it a knock-on, in fact it was Arthur Bradshaw who was stood in front of Steve Carey and was in an offside position. Now, how Sherratt can get up after a knock like that and carry on playing is beyond me. It was a very bad injury that he had, but he's up there and he's playing again.
That ball came off the foot of a prop there, didn't go to the hook as it's supposed to do. But... Oh, Caloto, well taken there by Shane Hansen. 3 tackles inside the 22-metre. Sorensen trying to get the ball away backward, but no. 4 tackles. 5 tackles. Now the kick from Jonathan. And he's given offside. He's given a free kick because the players were... And the players were encroaching. I didn't quite see what happened. Players over that side were encroaching before the kick. I don't know what the decision is, but he's given a further retreat for Widnes because of talking back.
Yes, I don't know what that decision was for. Perhaps we'll, when we look at the video afterwards, we'll be able to work out why Widnes were penalised then. But there's Widnes also making a fatal mistake of talking back, and the referee now giving Salford the opportunity to increase their lead further if Kerry can put over this conversion. Kerry's doing the right thing there. It's passing a few more minutes. 2 points is worth 2 points is worth a lot at this stage of the game, and it's giving Sherritt the time, I would think, to recover from the knock he took earlier. Widnes for the moment, well, just a little subdued, but you know that they still have the ability to win this game, and it's not over yet. There's 17 minutes left for play as Kerry takes this kick at goal, and it goes wide.
It's caught it with his foot over the line. The linesman has drawn the attention of the referee to that. Tate caught the ball from that kick, but he was obviously had his foot out of play, and it's a drop out to Salford. That would have been a very important kick, you know, had it succeeded. Lees driving it back at Widnes. Steve Gibson running there, well, trying to get through there. Free kick, yes, they were aggressing there. There was some nonsense going on by the Widnes players in that tackle. It was Mackenzie, I think, with his knees first, and then I think Jonathan Davis was mauling. But the free kick has been given to Salford. Salford get a score here. It could be very, very interesting. They need to come away from here with a score. And Sherritt going through, driving. Nice driving run from Sherritt. Dart forward by Mark Lee. Well, the ball's lost there. It must be a knock-on.
It's in their efforts to make something of that. Salford were really up a notch then into overdrive, but there were just too many passes and the ball went to ground on several occasions, ending up with a scrum and Widnes' put-in.
Will they get out from here? No. Take tackled. Sorensen. Smothered by tacklers. 3 tackles. And Blee's clash of heads there, hurt there, that tackle. And it's going to be regathered by Steve Gibson. It's one man, checked, half tackle. Now Seven's driving through, like a forward. Lees is still coming back, he's had attention, he cracked his head. Andy Burgess. Salford must keep up this momentum. Oh dear, the pass, yes, the pass was made too late.
Yes, it was telegraphed that perhaps Salford were just wanting a breather at that particular point. And Blees has got a bad knock before, perhaps a cut on his head. Oh, look at the Widnes pack going in there. And I thought they'd won that one fairly, but the referee's decided not. This is the position that Widnes will want to take full advantage of now. They're just outside the Salford 25, it's their put-in. They've got the fast men who can score tries from this position. Will they do it this time?
Tate. Halfway through now, tackled, and another Salford player. Gibson a knock in the face there. Big Courier. Tackle. Keep up your tackling, Salford. Forward pass, just the same as the one to Hansen. Take advantage of it. That was definitely a forward pass in the tackle, Mr. Burke, yes. And Martin O'Fire trying to drive it to the line. Danger for Salford here. It's a try. Salford could not withstand that pressure, but it has to be said that in the movement just leading up to that try, there was a blatant forward pass from Andy Courier, which the referee completely ignored.
But that's the rugby that we know Widnes are capable of. Right from that scrum, they put together a lot of passes. They kept the ball alive. They stretched the Salford defence out to the Salford right and then over to the Salford left. And then a fire in the middle, doing this dodging and weaving around, drawing men to him. Very difficult, very elusive, almost impossible to put down. Finally created the extra man, and it was a simple task for Smith to go over under the posts. 11 minutes left. The score is going to be, it's 18 points each, and it's still everything to play for now. Widnes, are they going to come strong? Sorensen's saying, he's shouting at his men, come on, let's keep going. What have the Salford players got left?
Substitutions being made. Steve Kelly's coming off, and on comes Frank Cassidy. Steve Kelly's had a great game, and I think perhaps, probably bringing fresh legs on. Kelly's had a hard game too, been in the thick of it. Now the next score, I think, is going to win this Lancashire Cup. Myler, Piloto, and Hansen goes straight to him, head-on tackle. David Smith. Now Widnes will drive it out and try to get advantage again. Very carefully Steve Gibson shepherds that ball, takes it. Well, that was a head tackle. That was a high tackle from a fire. I don't think he can make any other kind really. But it should have been punished. Knock on, and again that could put Salford in trouble. Scrum in their own territory from their own mistake.
Yes, it's Widnes with the tails up now very clearly. They're with a little bit more bite in their tackling in that particular spell, and it was Salford who just looked to be panicking a little bit to try and keep the game going.
No doubt at all about that. David Hume can look as aggrieved as he wants. That was definitely fed. Never saw the hooker. Salford now must make something of this. Don't come away from this territory without a score. That's the principle. Ian Sherratt. Taking some pulling down, this man. Never shirked. Shane Hansen. He was taken a bit high by one of the tacklers too. It's Cassidy, first touch of the ball. Police forced back by some fierce tackling. Burgess trying to force his way. Will there be a drop goal attempt here? That's a bit too far out, I think. Kicked by Cassidy at too far out for touch, and now they'll restart on the 22. First tackling there by Hansen. Holiday felt that one. Now Odyssey gets the ball out. Going backwards. Piloto isn't. Fierce attack and fierce tackling by Salford, but Widnes really fighting on all guns now. Richard Eyre. Tackle there by Burkett. Oh, free kick.
Yes, Widnes starting to get on top in this game now, doing then in a spell what we know they're very good at, and that is keeping the ball alive with men to pass to at all times. And that was the absolutely correct decision from the referee to penalise the Salford band for being offside at that play of the ball. And that's a very good kick, putting Widnes inside the Salford 25.
Less than 6 or 7 minutes to go. Score here will finish off this cup final. Salford must hold out here. Tackle for all they're worth. No mistakes. 2 tackles. And the fire goes over for what will be, I think, the winning try in this Lancashire Cup final.
Well, perhaps you could see it coming. That's not a fair statement from me. That was Widnes working a good move, drawing their men out of position, and then finally passing on to a fire who danced over from a very short distance out with the last despairing Salford tackles on him. That was a good try from Widnes. They put it together as a team. From that series of plays after the kick from the touch, they drew the Salford defenders into the middle, then they put the ball out wide, and finally it was a fire who was able to be the extra man in the link of passes and go over about halfway between the post and the touchline. But Salford, it was good to see. They didn't watch him go over at all times. They were tackling desperately back and trying to keep them out. So what's that? There's 5 minutes left. That's a vital score for Widnes at this stage of the game, which puts them 22 points to 18 in front. And Jonathan Davis with the conversion opportunity still to be taken.
The fighter's getting all the plaudit for that try. Really, the credit must go to Mackenzie, who opened Salford up for that's a conversion, putting them in front, and I think that will be enough to win this Lancashire Cup final. But what a game Salford have given the world champions, and what a fright they've given this team of expensive stars.
Well, Jim, you said you thought the next goal might be decisive. Well, I hope you don't mind me saying, I hope you're going to be wrong this time. There's 4 minutes left, and can Salford do it?
Yes, I would hope so too. And that's gone straight into touch. He was. Oh no! He's pulling back. Yeah. Sorensen taken down. That's the Chris Ashurst, who was substituted, has now come back. Or David Smith is. Andy Courier looking threatening as usual, I don't know why. Well tackled by Hansen then. He's really taking care of this man Caloto. And it's a tap out on the 25. Take it, they're offside, the referee, the player's offside there, he should have blown. Sorensen was definitely offside. David Fell of Salford has been awarded the man of the match. And Salford still battling away there. It's a good kick there, Salford pinned them down here. They'll probably not get the ball, there's not much time left.
Well, we're in the last minute of the game, and that's good news for Salford, that it's one of their players. It's Davy Fell who's been nominated and chosen as man of the match. Now this is going to be Salford's last chance to do something. They've got Whiteley back on, who's replaced Sherrod, who had those knocks earlier in the game. But it looks as though it's Widnes